Hi guys, welcome again to another first look video. My name is Matt.
And I'm Hafiz Shah. We are from Polsan.org, and believe it or not, it has been a long 6 years since the Golf Mk7 was out in 2012.
That's right, and the design is getting a little bit dated now. Well, that's about to change because the facelifted model is now here and it's widely known as the Golf Mk7.5. It's here now to keep things fresh.
The model lineup is about the same as before, starting with 1.4 TSI, going up to the GTI, and of course, the Golf R. Pricing is about the same as before as well, starting with 156,000 ringgit for the base model Sport line, but the one you really want is 170,000 ringgit higher spec Golf R line.
The Golf GTI, on the other hand, is going to cost you 240,000 ringgit, and the top of the line Golf R is going to set you back at 296,000 ringgit. Now, let's kick things off with the most affordable model.
First things first, the engine is exactly the same as the one that we have before, 1.4 TSI with 150 PS and 250 Newton meters of torque. Together with a 7-speed dry dual-clutch DSG, it gets from 0 to 100 in 8.2 seconds.
So nothing particularly exciting there, and we don't even get the 1.5-litre TSI Evo engine. But Volkswagen did say that this 1.4 TSI engine is more than enough for our market, so yeah.
Moving on to looks, the base Sportline model looks a little bit basic, especially with its reflector halogen headlamps, but at least it still has LED DRLs.
Right, so the entire car looks pretty much the same as before, except now it gets new bumpers and new wheels, which by the way measures 16-inch in size. But what I really like is this full LED tail lights. I think it looks very distinctive and it's going to be a Volkswagen style trademark of sorts from now on. For 14,000 ringgit more, you get the Airline Package, which makes the car look a lot like the Golf R. So you get stuff like full LED headlights, 17-inch wheels, LED taillights with dynamic indicators, keyless entry with start, and leather seats. Inside, the facelifted Golf looks, well, pretty much the same as before actually. You get the usual stuff like dual zone climate control, fabric seats and electronic parking brakes, and all the rest of it. What's new though is this 8-inch composition media with App Connect, so it supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You also get 7 airbags as well as engine start-stop function with regenerative braking. Back here, again, pretty much the same thing because it's a facelift anyway, so you still get the air vents, the same legroom, the same headroom, and the boot space is still 380 liters.
You're forgetting something, Matt.
What's that, bro?
This car has electronic differential lock, or XDS, which for the first time on the base model, that's fantastic.
Right. Sorry, man. I was just really looking forward to get to the Golf GTI.
That one over there?
Yeah, man.
Too bad.
Oh.
The Golf GTI is powered by a 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine making 230 PS and 350 Newton meters of torque.
Wait, that actually means this guy is 10 PS more powerful than the older GTI.
That's right, and it's also quicker to 0 to 100 compared to the old model. Well, 0.1 second quicker at 6.4 seconds. This one also has a 6-speed wet dual-clutch DSG transmission.
Right, so really impressive figures, but I think this car has the looks to match. Look at it, it's so much more aggressive. Plus it gets this swankier full LED headlights, and I kind of think this red strip is a little bit too loud for my liking, but for the headlights themselves, it's adaptive, meaning when you turn your steering wheel, it actually follows the direction of your turn. Check out these 18-inch wheels, I think it looks really sleek. Now, over at the back, this guy gets full LED taillights with dynamic signal indicators and dual exhaust exits. This guy is different, and compared to the Sportline, I think this one looks so much nicer, man.
In here, it obviously feels more expensive, starting with this 12.3-inch full LCD active info display. We've already seen this, of course, in the Passat and Tiguan. As for build quality, it's excellent. I'll tell you what, this feels much better inside compared to a Mercedes-Benz A-Class. And this being a GTI, you get a full sport steering wheel with red stitches and pedal shifters. And even the foot pedals are made from stainless steel. And it's not all for show either, because Volkswagen is now really serious with this car's sporting intent. It now has active chassis control as standard, no longer optional, and with this you can control the car's dampers to make it softer or harder, depending on your own driving preference.
Like the cheaper Golf, it's this head unit that makes the cabin look up to date. The Golf GTI gets an 8-inch Discover Media system with App Connect, which means it also supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. For features, it gets interior ambient lighting, reverse camera, keyless entry, dual zone climate control, and powered Vienna leather seats with memory function as standard. Last but not least, the Golf R. This venerable hot hatch is powered by the same 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo engine, making 290 PS and 380 Nm of torque. However, just like the model before, we don't get the more powerful 310 PS version, but you know, it still sprints from 0 to 100 in 5.1 seconds.
What's more interesting is the transmission. Volkswagen has fitted a brand new 7-speed wet dual-clutch transmission on this car. It's similar to the ones you'd find in Audi RS models, built for heavy-duty applications. On this one, it sends power to all 4 wheels because, well, we are talking about almost twice the amount of power of the 1.4 TSI.
On the outside, the R shares quite a number of things with the Golf GTI, especially these full LED headlights, minus the red accents of course. Visually, I think the GTI is still a more imposing looker compared to the R, which is weird, but maybe that's just me. What do you think, Chris?
Fair enough. But while I do think the GTI looks louder and more brash compared to the Golf R, this car, I think, especially with the bright blue paint scheme and 19-inch dark alloys, and especially these 4 quite big exhausts, this car really looks the business.
Aha! Speaking of business, I think the Golf R feels just a little bit more special in here. Mostly because of this. The full-touch 9.2-inch Discover Pro Media with App Connect. I mean, just look at it. It looks the business. It's gorgeous.
But apart from that, it's pretty much the same as the Golf GTI. You get the same digital instrument cluster, although this one has blue hues instead of red, dual zone climate control, adaptive chassis control, leather seats, and all the rest of it. So the biggest difference between these two are all under the skin.
So what's it going to be, guys? Is it going to be the Golf 1.4 TSI over the Mazda 3, the Golf GTI over the Mercedes-Benz A-Class, or this, the Golf R over the Honda Civic Type R?
Do let us know what you think. So that's it for a walk around video. Do give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye-bye.